Hello, I'm hissatsu5, and this is a picture I found in a magazine. And as y'all know, or should know, that I'm an amateur historian. Not a very common hobby with people my age. You know, I'm fresh out of high school, but hey, it got me through high school, this hobby. So I thought I'd share some interesting facts about American history. Don't turn off my video yet. You know, don't go and watch the Numa or whatever. By the way, love the video, it was funny. But you know, just stick around, watch this video, you'll be surprised. It's pretty cool information, and I'll have a point at the end, you know, kind of why I told you this. But anyways, this picture, sorry for the jumpy picture, I don't have a tripod with me, so I'm having to hold this myself. But this picture depicts the Battle of Old North Bridge. It's in the province. It was held in the province of Massachusetts, or the now state of Massachusetts, and it was about on I'm thinking April the 19th, 1775. This was before the Declaration of Independence, but you know, after all the Boston Tea Party and that kind of stuff. Up until now, the colonials have been very, I guess you could say, low-key, just, you know, protesting, non-violent, that kind of stuff. By the way, I have a cheap magnifying glass that brightens up the picture a little bit, but there you go. Battle of Old North Bridge. But anyways, April 19th, 1775, the Redcoats have gotten this order from the king to go to the armaments. You know, back in those days, in the colonies, they had militias. They didn't really have a standing army, and all the military supplies, guns, ammunition, bayonets, uniforms, they were held in an armament, a building that stored that stuff. And when the king needed the militia, he would call upon them, you know, to fight, and they'll get that stuff when they needed it. And but the king ordered that the British army, people over there, and people over here, the Redcoats, to go to the colony's armaments and destroy all the military supplies, guns, ammunitions, manumissions, rockets. Yes, they did have rockets back then. They're just oversized bottle rockets, but they had them. Destroy the bayonets, uniforms, anything that can be used against them. And when the colonials caught wind of this, doing this in the colonies, when they got to Concord and Lexington, this is kind of where this area is at. I don't have an exact location, but when they got to this area, this bridge, the colonials held their ground and said, "Heck no, you're not taking all stuff. You know this is all stuff, not yours, and we need this to defend our land from, you know, Indians and that kind of stuff." And so the king's men, the colonel of the British army, the Redcoats, said, "You will surrender your guild, and you'll like it because the king said so." So one of the Minutemen, I don't know exactly who, but I'm going to say it's that guy. He fired the first shot at the Redcoats, and that was known as the shot heard around the world. It's beginning to sound familiar now. And so then there was the first spark of the battle that ignited the powder keg that was the Revolutionary War. This was in 1775, not 1776, when we got our Declaration of Independence. We didn't declare ourselves independent yet, so don't get confused. But anyways, this batch of farmers, marketmen, minutemen, blacksmiths, just random townsfolk, held back a largely superior army who had military training in Napoleonic warfare. If you want more information on Napoleonic warfare, I'll be glad to make a video about it. And held them back, and did a very good job of it. Now you're probably thinking, hissatsu5, why are you telling me this information? You know, you could be making a video on a knife or a gun or something, or some kind of hunting gear, fishing gear, something like that. But I'm fixing to make my point here. This is, forgive me for the shaking camera. This is the, you know, pretty much the first battle of the Revolution. And after that, we were gung-ho into, you know, getting our independence. 1776, we wrote the Declaration of Independence, declared our independence from Britain, and the rest is history. Now, how is this significant to the point I'm fixing to make? Hang on here a second. Let's see. Oh man, you can't read it. I wish I had a bigger print, but I don't. But anyways, just of the lack of me having a textbook with me, this is an NRA catalog, and that's the Second Amendment. Some people don't see the use of everyday citizens having arms and armor, but the Declaration of Independence says, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the rights of the people, I know you can't read that, but it says people right there, to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Now, some people have made the argument, well, who does the right to bear arms who has that right to bear arms? Is it the militia or is it the people? Well, I think that's a stupid question, because this is how they're wording it. A well-regulated militia being necessary, yeah, that's necessary. To the free state of the free state, it has a comma in there, and it's in that comma you can kind of replace that comma with a but, and you say a well-regulated militia being necessary to the free state, comma, but the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. You can read it like that, and it's saying, but the people have that right. For those of you who are English or writing majors, you might get that. But even if you don't get it like that, let's see, even if you don't get it like that, you can read it this way. This is the original writing. The well-regulated militia being necessary to the free state, for the well-regulated militia being necessary for the security of the free state, the right of the people, it just says the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. That's pretty simple. So my point is, even if you don't like guns, you're not a hunter, or you know, you don't competitively shoot or shoot for fun, join the NRA. Protect your rights that the Founding Fathers wanted you to have. There was nothing more American than, or really, there was nothing more American than supporting your rights. The first 10 amendments to Bill of Rights. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, all of those people, before we wrote the Bill of Rights, we were trying to, you know, get ratified states, and a lot of states didn't want to make a constitution until we get a Bill of Rights, so the government will not take advantage of their power and you know, push us around. So the first order of business when we became a nation, to make a Bill of Rights that stated that the rights of the people to bear arms shall not be infringed, so if their government starts pushing around, they can defend themselves. And it's pretty plain Jane simple. If you don't like to shoot, you don't like to hunt, don't take other people's rights away. I mean, that's just like taking someone's freedom of speech or cruel and unusual punishment. Well, I'm running out of time. I might make a part 2. I know this might turn you off, you know. Some people are not going to find this interesting, but I'm hissatsu5 and I'm out.